Alright, we are in East Kanji, Berbice. We're here really to do some research and sampling of the melipona, the stingless bees. But we were also directed to a little emergency. A colony of africanized bees that picked up residence in an old gas cylinder. And these are some of the things we mentioned earlier. Person of disposing some of these old cylinders and tires and drums that bees normally use as homes. This is a very innovative smoker. It is battery powered and it was designed by Mr. Sinclair and his wife, and this is how the smoke gets into the barrel before it comes out of the nozzle. By squeezing the trigger of an old drill, the fan pushes smoke into the barrel, and when you put the nozzle on, you get the smoke. You can put anything dry, you can put dry grass, you can put cardboard, but grass is really an organic way of smoking the hive. So when you put the nozzle on and he presses the trigger, it's smoke.
Sorry.
No. That's all right. Good. All right. Start by smoking the cylinder so the smoke can quell the bees. And you're going to lift this, take your time, lift the cylinder out from that location and place it where it's more conducive to work. Right there. Good. And now we can smoke again from the various angles. You seen anything? Let me take it from this end. See what's in there. Oh, we've seen some combs, and it doesn't look as though they were here too long. But as we going forward, we'll see what's happening. Some of the bees are coming out as a result of the smoke. Well, Mr. Sinclair is going to remove this colony. It's a small colony. It might just enough for a nuke. And place them into a hive body and relocate them to his apiary. A little more glimpse of the colony in there. That's what they look like, and we are about to remove the combs now. Right. And this is my first experience working with the Sanvort Berbice beekeepers, removing a colony from the wild. And I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Sinclair, and another beekeeper here is with them. I don't think I got his name.
Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Lewis. All right, we take out the first comb. You seen any eggs in that comb or anything?
No,
Look kind of dry.
Pollen.
Pollen?
And some honey.
Hold on, let me see the pollen. Yes, good. At least there's some sign of food in the area. Taking out the second comb.
Very calm bees.
Yeah, they're kind of docile. Not bad. Let me see what they look like.
Pollen, brood.
Brood. A lot of pollen there. You can see the. Alright. These look kind of coarse. They might have a. Alright. Alright, the third comb is coming out. And we're going to shake some of the bees or brush them into the hive body and place them again on the comb.
This comb has young eggs.
Eggs, young bees.
Seem to be either young pure
Okay.
laying worker, because look in this cell you have 2 eggs.
2 eggs?
Yeah.
It can be that she ran out of laying space. But if you see like 3 or 4 eggs in one cell, well, then you might got a problem with laying workers. So that the wire embeds into the comb?
Yeah.
Okay. Normally when we're putting it on, we don't use the comb that has the wire or the catguts. We just put it tight in the normal.
This is how we do it. So within a couple days, this is neat and nice. We seal it off.
Yeah, the rubber band is a little small. The rubber band is just to hold the comb in place until the bees cement it onto the frame, and then they will burst all rubber bands
Thread the rubber.
and throw them out of the hive.
One more. Another one. This type the best rubber band.
That's a little too small. Good.
Where's this side when we work from this corner because we got some frames here with But Daisy no. I realize some of the comb they would fall out when you transport in the hive, even though they're the rubber band. So we just started.
If you look carefully in that comb, you'll see some tiny white dots.
Yeah, those are eggs.
Those are eggs, look like a needle point. So that the queen is active and present in the hive. That's the evidence of a queen present in the hive. That's the last comb coming out there?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like honey.
the last comb.
What is it?
Let me see what it look like. They look kind of clear. Yeah, give them back their food.
Yeah, this is honey.
Give them back their food. Alright, we're using a bottle scooper. Scoop the bees inside.
This is how we normally deal with them with this particular situation.
We're looking for the... Look a screw at the bottom there. Alright, as the bees move out, just pick up the screw. And screw that right in. Right there. Right there. Right.
Put the frames a little closer together, so let's start like that. Let us know. Just find down here. Get some more, get some more. Slow, gentle. Give them some more. See this one, it's calling.
Yes. Abdomen in the air, head down, wings trembling. Pheromone releasing from the abdomen.
Smoke, they're gonna come. Once they fly up, they're gonna come.
Some of
The
the
marking
bees
coming,
are
okay?
coming up,
So probably
and if the queen is being thrown into the box with the scoop, they will enter, and you can see some of them are responding. Maybe she can be in the box with some of the scoop, or they're just indicating to her the safest place to go at the moment. You seen a lot still hanging in there?
couple.
You mind if I put this on YouTube?
No, Mr. Stewart.
No, I gotta get consent, you know.
We're glad for people to see what
Yeah.
is being done and how actually we put the box on
Let me see if I can just scoop this
gentle
up here,
scissors.
and if the queen is here, I can see she's not here. Alright, she's not there, so we will
Just
give them a little bit of smoke. She could be inside the hive at the moment, but we are watching the response of the bees.
look at the
Dust them off there now. Good, and let them call the rest.
yeah, everybody almost will.
Good. Alright, some of the bees that went out are returning to the spot where the whole cylinder was being disposed. So we managed to get most of the bees in the hive, and the queen might be thrown in the hive during the scoop. So we are smoking the other bees on the post, and they are responding to the pheromone that the queen is releasing. Now, once the queen is placed in the colony, if you look carefully, you will see some of the bees have the abdomen pointed in the air, the head is down, and the wing is trembling. They're releasing pheromone from the abdomen part, and that pheromone is going into the air for the others to pick up the scent, and they will know where the queen is, and everybody will respond to the hive. Look at the entrance. These are entering from the lighting board, and they're also entering from the side of the box. So the queen is in the hive, and the pheromone is being released by the others to let them know that the queen is here. All right, most of the bees are settled, just a few flying around, responding to the box, and we are getting ready to seal the hive up and move with them to a different area. All right, we are sealing the cover of the hive so as to make sure it will be transported safely without the cover slipping off. Good. Now the innovation of this cover is that with all it's a wooden cover, it carry hinges. Can you just lift the hinges? Let me show the other beekeepers what this look like.
Yeah.
This is an innovated mesh cover with a wooden cover. Looks almost like the original cover that the hive carry, but when the top is being lifted, you can see it's a mesh cover for transporting. Very innovative.
Yeah, and the reason why we close it is that the bees would usually tend to flock the mesh, so we lock it until we're ready to move the bees.
Good.
So when we transport them, we just open the cover.
Right. So when you remove the hive from here, it's going to open back the lid because you don't want any bees responding to the queen pheromone in the hive loitering on top of the mesh. All right, we're sealing up the front. The front is being sealed with a piece of wood and the nail so that it wouldn't shift during transportation, or while you're transporting it, it won't shift.
With the hammer.
Okay,
You could open the cover as well, right? You just move off it. Move off it. Move on the following it.
good. So we're taking that to the vehicle. That's some environmentally friendly spray so as to keep the few that is flying around away from here. So when the guys come to work tomorrow, there'll be no bees flying around, so they can continue to clear the vegetation here. We're also going to spray some from the front and the back of the cylinder that once used to be the home of the bees.